So I want to tell you why I have been recording more lately. It hit me one day that I was forgetting things too fast. Like moments that felt significant in the moment, poof, just dissolving like that. I mean, I'll try to recall something from a few weeks ago and then it will already be blurry around the edges. And that scared me a little, to be honest, because this whole season in my life, perhaps is because I'm about to turn in a new decade. I want to remember everything, not just for me also, but for my kids too. I want them to be able to look back one day and see this, to see what their mom was doing, to see the life that was happening around them, even when they were too young to fully hold it themselves. Now I know that this chapter in Korea, especially the way it came, is ending. I mean, not yet, but soon, right? And moving pictures capture something that photos just can't. You can feel the moment, the sound of it, the texture of it. It also moves the way memory moves. And that's why I've been picking up the camera more. That said, let me show you what my Saturdays look like in Seoul because I never want to forget a single one. I started with pickleball, 3 hours of it. I do that on a weekly basis since I resumed after the winter break. Early in the morning, just moving, competing, laughing. Let me tell you something. When you're on that cut, like your mind has nowhere else to go. No emails, no deadlines, just a game. And I love it. I love it for me. And then right after pickleball, I came back home, took my daughter to volunteer at Seoul Station Joke Function, which I've talked about last year when I volunteered around Christmas. She's actually quiet on the way home, and so was I. I think that some experiences don't need words right away. And she did so well. We served at a community center, cleaning up, painting, and just arranging the community center. It was a church that was used by the community in that area. Anyways, on the way back, we stopped at a Pyeongjum, which is like a convenience store, and I got her a Korean Oreo ice cream bar. I mean, it was good. It's one of those snacks you only find in Korea, like made for Korea. It was also sweet, not too decadent, just right. I think it was a well-deserved treat. She ate it, and I watched her, and I thought, this is the kind of moment I never want to forget. She was so happy. And then dropped her home, got on the bus. I went to Sinchon, which was the KND event. And they had dialogue, games, genuine connection. You had options to sit at different tables. I sat at the Korean only table on purpose. Was it comfortable? Not always, but I stayed. I played, I laughed, and by the end of it, I felt like I belonged there, and that meant everything. And then we went to have dinner. It was Samgyeopsal, and it was with the most beautiful multinational table. I think we had South African, Nigerian, Peruvian, Costa Rican. Who else am I missing? Oh, someone from Kazakhstan on the table. People from everywhere just finding each other over grilled meat and laughter and good conversation. I love that Korea does that. Pulls people together and makes it feel like it was always supposed to happen. And then we had karaoke. And listen, I sang Kim Kwang Sok. I did. I sang Roy Kim. I did Paul Kim. And then we closed it off with Kidehan, which is golden in Korean from K-pop. Demon Hunters. All the way through, no holding back. And afterwards, I chose that song. I didn't choose the song, sorry, but I sang that song because it's one of my daughter's favorite songs. And I thought, by showing her, I was going to score some cool points by now. After I showed her, she told me to stop. Actually, she told me to stop midway. Says she was the only one allowed to sing that song. I mean, this kid will humble you so fast. She has absolutely no idea how cool her mom really is outside of the house. None, like zero. And I think that's exactly how she likes it. Anyways, after that, we walked around Sinchon. There was a busker singing a lot of my favorite old songs. And we had, instead of coffee, like after dinner, decided to go to Baskin Robbins and have ice cream. You know, I did Puss in Boots in a cone, which is good. And yeah, we just enjoyed chatting, just talking about life in Korea and, so many things. And that was my Saturday. And I want to actually make a promise right here to hold, so you can hold me to it, right? When I return back to my other home in the US, when this whole Korea chapter closes and life picks up back up again, all of its familiar noise, here's a promise I'm wanting to make. I want to volunteer at least once a month to give back to the community, to actively seek out those opportunities, not when it's convenient, not when I have extra time. Like, I want to do this intentionally, consistently, because that's one of the things I've taken from Korea. Like, you cannot live apart from your community. And I do volunteer here and there, but it hasn't been consistent. And I feel somewhat very guilty about that. So Korea has reminded me that service is not separate from a full life. It's part of what makes a life full. And I think taking my daughter and what she saw today, I want her to keep seeing it, right? And yeah, so that was what my Saturdays look like here. This is not typical of my Saturdays, by the way. So don't think I'm always back to back to back to back. I do different things every Saturday, but some things are constant, like pickleball. But yeah, I'm recording this, I'm sharing, not for the numbers, but to keep the memory alive for me, for my kids, and for the version of me that will one day look back and need to remember exactly what this felt like. Like the pickleball, the volunteering, the piano jump, the ice cream on the way home, the singing, the shared meal, the slow walk home. Every ordinary sacred moment. I want to remember everything. So gave me all of it. See you in the next video.